Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Blog Podcast. Today is Wednesday, March 7th, 2018. Today I'm going to continue previewing all the college basketball conference tournaments in which the winner of the tournament gets an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. In most non-major conferences, you have to win your conference tournament to make it in unless you have a very strong resume. This podcast, I'll preview the Big-12 tournament. This is one of those tournaments where the auto bid gets you in automatically, but at-large berths are to be had here. The conference tournament is being held at the Sprint Center in Kansas City, Missouri. For what it's worth, this bracket does not do reseeding. There are 10 teams in this tournament. The first round's tonight, the quarterfinals are tomorrow, the semifinals are Friday, and the championship game is Saturday. Before I get to my predictions, my picks for the first round will count towards my Maddie's picks, but not my projected picks for the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship games. The actual quarterfinal championships and semifinal games that play out, I'll pick those games towards Maddie's picks. On the podcast, those days are being played just in case I get one of those first-round picks wrong. And if I get one of my first-round picks right, I'll carry over my projected quarterfinal picks on tomorrow's podcast, the semifinals on Fridays, and I'll pick the championship game on Saturday morning's podcast. To the picks. First game tonight's underway. 8-seed Oklahoma State against 9-seed Oklahoma. Oklahoma State went 18-13 on the year, 8-10 in conference play. Oklahoma went 18-12 on the year, 8-10 in conference play. Oklahoma did not close the season well. Give me the Cowboys in an upset or what people would consider an upset, because Oklahoma's favored in the game and Oklahoma's the more popular team with Trae Young. So give me Oklahoma State to make things interesting as an at-large candidate. Number 10 seed Iowa State against number 7 seed Texas. Iowa State 13-17 on the year, 4-14 in conference play. Texas 18-13 on the year, 8-10 in conference play. The pick is Texas. 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, 5 seed TCU against 4 seed Kansas State. TCU went 21-10 on the year, 9-9 in conference play. 21-10 went Kansas State on the year, and then 10-8 in conference play for Kansas State. Tough call, but give me the Wildcats in a close one. I think both of these teams are in the tournament regardless. Oklahoma State against number 1 Kansas. Kansas on the year, 24-7, 13-5 in conference play. Give me the Jayhawks in a close one. All right, then you have Texas against number 2 seed Texas Tech. Texas Tech 23-8 on the year, 11-7 in conference play. Tough call. Mo Bamba might be back for Texas. We shall see. Keenan Evans is a great player on Texas Tech. They finished off poorly. Tough, like I said, very, very hard call. But give me the Red Raiders in a super close game. And then you have 6 seed Baylor against 3 seed West Virginia. Baylor 18-13 on the year, 8-10 in conference play. West Virginia 22-9 on the year, 11-7 in conference play. The Mountaineers crushed the Bears a couple weeks ago on the Bears' home court. Give me the Mountaineers. And then the semifinals on Friday, you have Kansas State against Kansas. Good rivalry game here, but the Jayhawks are the better team, so give me the Jayhawks. And then in the next game, you got Texas Tech against West Virginia. Give me the Mountaineers. As I mentioned, the Red Raiders did not finish the season well. The Mountaineers recently beat the Red Raiders. And probably should have beaten the Red Raiders twice this year because the first matchup in Lubbock went into overtime. So give me the Mountaineers to advance to the championship game against Kansas. This would be a fun championship game. West Virginia against Kansas. We just found out that a key player of Kansas is out for this tournament. Aduka Azubuike is out for the tournament due to an injury. And you know what? I think West Virginia or West Virginia takes advantage of that. So give me Javon Carter and company to win the auto bid and maybe sneak in there as a 3 seed and knock Kansas off the 1 line. So going with a little sort of an outside-the-box pick here with the Mountaineers winning the Big-12 tournament. Okay, I'll be back in a few moments with the Big East tournament, and I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast.